5, 4, 3, 2, 1, say yes. Say yes. The more that you think about if you should do something or not, you will talk yourself out of it. Don't talk yourself out of doing something that could really impact your life. Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast. It Takes Grit is here for another episode to set your heart and your soul on fire. Oh yes, today we are talking about it takes making a choice to do it anyway. So quickly, I wanted to recap. I know that I haven't done a solo episode for a while, so if you've been supporting the podcast since it launched in January, I know that you've absolutely been loving all of the episodes. We've had some amazing guests. We have some incredible guests coming. If you've not left us a review, I can't tell you enough how much I love reading your reviews, hearing what you have to say about the podcast. So please head on over to the iTunes or Spotify, leave us a review, and then of course follow us on the Instagram, It Takes Grit Podcast. Whew, okay, well, I'm Rebecca-Louise. I've got Penny with me somewhere. I'm back in Southern California. I've spent the last 5 days at the most amazing, heartwarming, heartfelt event where we help people get healthier and happier in New Orleans. This year was New Orleans. I've never been before. People were saying, it's great, it's this, there's energy. I absolutely loved it. So if you've not been to New Orleans, go down Bourbon Street. Oh my goodness, I just loved it. Everything about New Orleans was so much fun. I took 25 people to an amazing trip there. And I have to say, I'm so proud of the team. They had no drama. They turned up for everything. They showed up. They gave it their absolute best. And I'm just really fired up to help anybody else who's coming into our community and coming into our team full of health coaches ready to make an impact. Okay, I do have one other surprise for you guys. You have been following this journey for about 4 months now. The first time was when I went to New York to meet with a book agent, and then I had to go and write a proposal, and then we got meetings last week, I think it was last week or the week before, when I was in New York. And it was a very tense time because I put my heart and soul into this proposal, and I had no idea if anyone would like it, if the book publishers would be interested, if I was even going to get a meeting. And I'm so grateful and excited to announce that one of the publishers I've actually agreed to do a book deal with. So yay, there is going to be a book by me that's going to come out in next summer of 2020. So summer 2020, it's going to be a book on leveling up your life, whether it's fitness, nutrition, motivation. I'm going to be the person that tells you honestly what it's going to take to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful, but not everybody wants to see what it truly takes to be successful. So I'm going to prepare you guys for absolutely everything. I'm going to give you all my tips. I'm going to give you all my strategies to really level up your life and get everything you want in life. It's going to be incredible. I am so excited about it. I know the content's going to help you so much because it's all things that I have used over the last however many years I've been on this planet that have helped me get to the next level, living a really fulfilled impact life where I've been happy with, I've been able to overcome so many things. So the time has come where I'm going to be putting all of this content down into a book so that you guys can have it. And it's going to start off in the USA, and the vision is to have it all over the world. So don't worry if you're living in Germany, Iran, New Zealand. I am making a promise to you guys that I will do absolutely everything I can to get it out in the countries that you guys are in. And that's basically what this podcast is all about too. It takes making the choice to do it anyway. So I didn't think that, oh my goodness, am I going to be writing a book? But, the opportunity came about and I decided that I'm going to do it, even though I've never written a book before. I'd never written a proposal. I'd never meeting with book publishers. I had no idea what was going on, yet I decided to make the steps possible so that I could get what I wanted, to really just go the extra mile. So sometimes it's really hard to just do something, right? So I've got 7 tips that are going to be able to help you get through anything in life. There are so many times we don't want to do something. We don't like something. We decide that, hey, it's just not for me, right? And there's all this stuff right now about self-care, which is great. There is a time and a place where you need to take a little bit of time for yourself. Yesterday, I was absolutely exhausted after I got back from 5 days of being with 30,000 people and so much energy. We did so many things for the team. Yesterday, I got home, I slept all the way on the plane. I got home and I slept. That's what self-care is looking after your body when you need it. Now, I feel like we're getting a little bit too far with this pendulum of self-care and like, if it doesn't quite feel right, like don't do it. And like maybe if it's not like, hey, we're all going to have to do things that we don't like and that makes us feel uncomfortable. But if you keep thinking, oh my goodness, well, I'm having anxiety right now about doing something new, therefore I'm going to listen to how I feel and I'm not going to do it. That is not self-care. That is just backing out of something that's going to help you to grow. So yes, you do want to have self-care. There are going to be times when you're looking after yourself and you're giving yourself, that one-on-one attention. But let's not be crazy. Let's not completely go the other way. We still need to put our big girl pants on. We still need to get through things. We still need to make a decision. We still need to do things that make us uncomfortable so that we grow. So just remember that when you're like, oh my goodness, how does this make me feel? Like I'm getting a little bit of anxiety. Great. That just means that you're getting uncomfortable and the universe is telling you that you are ready for the next step. So how can you really make the choice to do it anyway? Tip number 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, say yes. Say yes. The more that you think about if you should do something or not, you will talk yourself out of it. Don't talk yourself out of doing something that could really impact your life and make a difference just because you're a little bit scared right now. And the more and more that you think about something, you're going to convince yourself that it's a good idea not to do. Rather than just going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, doing it anyway, and then you're going to get the result that you wanted. You're going to see, why am I following this person? Why am I doing this? Well, because I want to be like them. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, say yes, do it anyway. Don't think too long about if you should do something. The only way, guys, that you are going to really know if this is for you is by playing full out, going to absolutely everything, and then you can make the decision to say, hey, you know what? Yes, this is for me. Or no, you know what? Right now, this isn't. But just saying, hey, I don't want to do it because you're feeling a little bit anxious and you haven't even gone there, you're never going to really know if that's for you or not. So that's the first thing, is don't think too much about if you want to do something or not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, say yes, and you will figure it out much quicker. Okay, number 2. This decision that you are going to make, this choice to do it anyway, who are you going to help by doing it? So take it off you for a moment. It's not about you. It's not always about us. It's about the people that we're going to help. So you making a decision to go to the gym, who is that going to help? That might inspire one of your friends. That might inspire one of your family members. If you want to go for a new promotion at work, but you're a little bit scared, do it anyway, because you're going to inspire and help other people to want to move up as well. So if you're not thinking, okay, this may be just not for me, how about the people that you are going to help? I want you to write down a list of all the people in your life that you would help and you would inspire by saying yes to something, by saying yes and doing it anyway. It's not always about us, guys, and that can often be the motivation and the thing that's going to shift you out of your mindset of getting into your head and thinking about not doing something. So who are the people that you are going to help by making this decision to say yes? Number 3, how much growth are you going to have by taking on another opportunity? By joining a community, by starting a new fitness plan, by starting a new nutrition plan, by joining a new sports club, by joining a new school, by getting a new job. Like all these new things that seem scary at first, but once you've done it the first time, you know what to expect. Have a think about all of these experiences and opportunities that are right in front of your face and think, how much growth will I have? How much growth will I have by doing this? What will change in my life by stepping out of my comfort zone and being able to level up? What will happen if I decide to be an example for others? What will that do for me? That means that you are going to grow, that you are going to get to a whole new level, that you're going to add more value to the world. Because if you have more value, if you know more skills, if you have had more experiences, you actually have more value to add to other people. That's what the most important thing is, guys, is that as we grow and as we level up, we have more value. We have more value to bring to other people. So it goes back to that second step. Who are you going to help? Now, if you are not growing yourself, there's going to be a limit to how much impact and how much value that you can have. So take every single experience, take every single opportunity, dive in, like bury into it, give it a go, and then you can really have an impact on other people, and it's going to improve your own personal growth. When you improve your growth and who you are, you become less scared of the smaller things, and those big things become small things, and eventually those really big things that you saw that were just like, oh my goodness, these are so crazy, they're going to seem so tiny, and you're going to realize that those things that you stressed about, you're not going to stress about anymore. And that's the point that I really want to get to you guys, is that when you make the decision to do it anything and any way, all of those tiny, tiny things that used to get to you, or those big things right now that are getting to you, I promise you, they're going to shrink. How would you feel right now if the problems that you had shrunk? How would you feel if the things that you are getting anxious about or having and getting stressed about, they just didn't seem such a big of a deal? That would feel amazing, right? That would feel so great to have those things not, so intense. So what do you have to do to make those things smaller? You have to grow yourself. How do you grow yourself? Well, you take the next level. You do new experiences. You go for it. That is how you're going to grow and how those things are going to become much smaller. Number 4, what really is the worst that can happen? You've heard me speak about this myself, but like, what really is the worst thing that's going to happen to you? Like, by doing something, by trying an opportunity, by going to a new gym class, by getting a new group of friends, like, nothing bad is going to happen. Only great things can happen by new experiences and saying yes to stuff and going full-hearted into it. What is the worst that can happen? And fear, by the way, fear is just made up in your brain. It's just a figment of your imagination. It's not even real. It's not even something that's tangible. That feeling that you get in your tummy, it's like an emotional feeling of fear actually causes a physiological pain in your stomach, right? It's uncomfortable, it's stressful, it can cause anxiety. But really, what's the worst that's going to happen? Nothing like completely catastrophic, even with the book. My goodness, so grateful that people were interested in writing the book. If they weren't, okay, I'd have to go to plan B. Plan B would be, okay, what I need to do? The next thing I got to do is maybe I'm going to self-publish. Maybe I'm going to do something else. Like, who knows? But the worst thing that is going to happen, okay, is not as bad as you think it is. There's nothing really crazy that's going to happen. It's just going to be a little bit uncomfortable at the time until you get through it. Number 5, it is going to prepare you for more. Yes, you are going to get so much more out of your life by saying yes to things, because you're going to have more value. You're going to have more things to talk about. You're going to have more experiences. Your growth is going to level up. The amount of people that you're going to help with all the things that you now know is going to be incredible. So it is actually the universe preparing you for more. When you get that scared feeling in your stomach, when you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, it's the universe. You're walking along and the universe is like, boom. Okay, how are you going to react? Are you going to go back, or are you going to come back up again? Because I tell you what, as life goes on, you're going to keep getting hit with things. You're going to keep getting hit with things. And if you can bounce back quicker instead of hitting all the way down, as time goes on, those small things are going to become even smaller. Those huge things that you're like, I'm never going to be able to get over that. They're going to go in a heartbeat. So number 5 is it's preparing you for more, because you're ready. So those uncomfortable feelings in your stomach, those things that you're not sure about, I highly suggest that you say yes, do it anyway, because it's just the universe testing you to see if you're ready for the next chapter. And all you have to do is pass that test. Got it? Okay, great. Number 6, find a mentor to guide you. Everybody needs someone in their life that is the vehicle and the message to say yes. If they're doing it and you love what they're doing and you want what they have and they are having an impact in a positive way on the world, and that's something that you want, say yes to that. Say yes to what they're guiding you on. Say yes to the opportunity of being more. and don't have the fear, okay, of not knowing what's going to happen, because you've got somebody there who's literally holding your hand and guiding you. Whether it's you going into a new workout class, right, and there's a teacher in there, that person is your mentor for the class. They're going to guide you through the whole workout. They're not just going to say, great, come into the class and boom, give me a butt workout. They're going to show you what to do. If you're going to go and learn a new skill, you're going to go to a classroom where you're going to get a teacher and they're going to show you, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the art class. This is what we're working on today. So allow your ego to go and for the mentor to step in. And when the mentor is ready, the mentee is ready, the mentor is going to appear. So allow somebody to guide you. Take away that ego. Let yourself soar to another level by having somebody there who has already done it before you. And number 7, finally, it's going to be fun. It's not always going to be easy to say yes, but it's going to be fun because you're going to have experiences. And when you have experiences, you get to share those with other people. So you being the vehicle to say yes is going to be the vehicle for other people to say yes. You're going to be able to lead people. You're going to have to be able to make impact because you have decided to step out of your comfort zone. And regardless of what's happening, regardless of all the circumstances you're in, you're saying yes anyway. By the way, everybody has got stuff going on. Just not everybody puts it out on social media. Everybody has issues. Everybody has a past. Everybody has things that they're working on. There's nothing special about you to say that your problems are worse than somebody else's. And in fact, I can absolutely guarantee you right now that there is somebody in the world struggling more than you. So be grateful for where you are at. Say yes to things. Go full out. Do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say yes and then work it out later. My whole life, guys, when I was on Exit, I didn't have my personal training license when I went for the audition. What did I do? I went there anyway. I got my personal training license. I said yes, and I figured it out afterwards. The same thing with the book. All these things, you say yes, and then you're going to figure it out afterwards. So guys, make sure that you subscribe to the It Takes Grit podcast. Those of you who are watching on YouTube as well, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment. Absolutely love hearing from you guys. We'll be back next week for another episode. Make sure you say yes, you play full out, and you be an impact for others around you. See you guys later. Bye.